7, an update on the critical situation here with food banks. We're now getting reports that these food banks, state by state, are facing a tsunami of hungry people, long lines, and this isn't going to go away when the government opens back up. This is an underlying issue here where jobs have been wiped out, the farm has been taken, everyone is in massive debt, student debt, credit card debt, behind on everything. So everyone's losing everything. They can't even afford food. This is critical. Now, if you're living okay out there, I wouldn't just turn a cheek to this, because this tsunami of people is going to catch up to an area near you here at some point, because these situations are growing larger and larger every day. In Southwest Texas, for example, one network of food banks is now serving nearly 170,000 people per week. 170,000 people. One little network in Texas. So you keep sleeping on this, it's going to rear its head somewhere near you if people don't pay attention. Often the people at the end of these food bank lines end up with nothing. That's why so many are lining up early, and that's devastating. For someone that really needs food, kids are starving at home, they've sat in line for 8 hours trying to get food, they're told, you might as well leave, like that one lady did in the clip I showed the other night, and they give you a little voucher for something next time, but that doesn't help when you go back empty-handed. This, again, is the point we're at because we've been set up, is how I see it. In Detroit, dozens and dozens of cars lined around the block yesterday for the same thing. They're trying to get food. In Colorado.
Shalom, Makim. This is Brother Banawar. Come back here, another one through this prayer and proud of Yahawashi Yahawashi. First and foremost, I think all praise, honor, glory be unto the Father and the Son, Yahawashi Yahawashi. Double honors to those and apostles over their great millstone. Time is truth, and a sincere citation be unto the brethren. Pushing his word through truth and sincerity, risking a life for freedom to do so. Alright. Again, I'm the Brother Banawar. Come back out here with another one. Alright, and today, man, through the Spirit, I just wanted to, wanted to go in on this, man. People think, everything that we've been telling you guys is literally at the doorstep, man. And as you heard there, you see a small little branch, man, okay? A food bank in Texas. Look how much people is lining up there, all right? And people think this shit is a game, man. We've been telling y'all, man. We've been telling y'all for years, man. This shit is dire, man, okay? And it started with the food banks, and now they're taking off. They took off that SNAP. I've already done video on that. I went on in camp and talked about it, man. This shit is dire, man. This is not no game. All right? This is not no game, man. All right? Not no game. The Lord told y'all there was going to be a famine. The Lord warned y'all and told y'all. And he told y'all through his men. Okay? Us. He told us through his men. All right? Saying that people are lining up, and by the time they get to the front of the line, there's nothing there, man. Okay? They only have so much food to give out at the food banks, man. All right? All right, we told you guys there was going to be a famine, man. All right? And the Lord is judging America. All right? You guys always laugh. You guys always have so much to say about everybody else when these other nations are going through their natural disasters, when they're going through their issues and whatnot. All right? You guys have so much to say. But when it's you, all right, you want everybody to help you. You want everybody to feel sorry for you. And that's why nobody feels sorry for you Americans, because you're so entitled. Okay? You're so entitled. You're rude. Okay? And that's why everybody looking at it from the outside. Okay? We've been telling y'all, man. No one likes Americans, man. Or should I say Babylonians? All right? Or should I say Romans? You know? All right, this shit is dire, man. They have nothing to give, man. We've been telling you, and I've been going in on these little videos because there's been articles on what is it called? These food banks. All right, and I've been going in on it too. But these people really believe that everything was gonna go back to normal, everything was gonna be okay, all that. All right. Let's get a scripture. It says Job chapter 5 verse 20. It says, "In famine he shall redeem thee from death." Okay. All right. Now we know the elect's gonna be okay, but the rest of you people, we can't guarantee that the elect and the standard are gonna be okay because the Lord is gonna redeem them from death. Famine is death. This is the early signs of death coming to America. Okay. This is the early signs of of death coming to America. All right. And these people think that it's gonna get better or something. They don't know the signs that are ahead. Okay. All right. Verse 21, it says, "Those shall be hid from the scourge of the tongue." This is the men of the Lord and the standard. They're going to be hid. They're going to be protected. Okay. "Neither shall thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh." And that's us. Because we know, okay, we can envision and we see, and the Lord has told us, man, and we've heeded. All right, Slakia, a little under the weather. All right. All right, the Lord has told us, and we've heeded, man, meaning we've listened to the Lord. All right. It says, verse 22, "At destruction and famine, thou shalt laugh." So we're going to be, okay, because we're going to be fed, man. Okay, one way or another, we're going to be fed. And we have faith in that too, because the Lord told us that. We have faith in what the Lord tells us. Okay. But you regular people, you non-believers, you scoffers, you scorners, you evildoers, you're going to be the same ones lining up at the Red Cross when all hell breaks loose. And they're going to be telling you got to take a chip just to get fed. All right. Y'all going to be those same ones. All right. Y'all going to be the same ones eating your babies, eating your loved ones, eating people. Y'all going to be the same ones fighting over scraps. A piece of cookie is going to be try to share it in between 5 people. A piece of cookie, man. Y'all going to be the same ones, just like the scripture is telling you. People are cutting off limbs, filleting it, putting it in a skillet and eating it. Y'all going to be those same ones. Okay, the Lord is coming to judge, man. It says, "Thou shalt laugh, neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth." There's so many, Slakia, there's so many avenues to judgment that the Lord is going to put on these Americans, man. Okay, aka these Babylonians, right? Let's see. So I don't think it's playing. Give me one moment.
By state, one food bank in Dayton, Ohio, was experiencing a dramatic spike in demand long before the shutdown even happened. Okay, so this is a situation we were already in. This kind of made it worse. If people get their SNAP benefits back, that's one thing. This doesn't help all the other people that have no check coming in, have no job. And again, it's a setup where they should go get a job. Hard to go get a job when it's a setup when there's hardly any out there. If there are opportunities, people do need to be taking advantage of it. Okay, and doing it while they can, because sooner than later, AI is going to be the next thing in every warehouse, wiping people out left and right. And the government's answer to this is universal basic income. This is a trap. All day it's a trap. It's leading everybody into the government's hands. How others can't see it, I don't know. But once you're on universal basic income and you're on their digital currency, they've got you right where they want you. They can put a limit on your money. They can put a timer on it saying you've got to spend so much in X amount of time or it's gone. They can do all types of stuff just like they do in China. And the longer that this government shutdown continues, the worse things will get, obviously. So travel, everything else, everyone's feeling it big time. But in terms of these food banks, this is no joke. This is not something that has turned a cheek to, and this isn't going away just because they give SNAP back. Okay? Okay? It's not going away just because they give SNAP back. Get that through your head. This is here. It's here to stay until major changes happen in this country. And Trump's not bringing them. You can sit there and you can say, oh, you want this and that. He ain't doing nothing. But throwing tariffs out that we pay for, that makes we the people pay more money out, that's what really happens, right? And all these people getting wiped out with no job right now, they're pissed. They're like, I voted for this? Well, sometimes you gotta be real with the situation. You know, others out there want to turn a cheek anytime something hard comes up, and that's garbage. So we put them in the basket with the pedo protectors, because that's essentially what's happening there. Anyhow, I wish everyone luck out there. The best way to mitigate this is to start growing your own food. Of course, this isn't the best time of year to try to do that, unless you're in a warmer climate, but I've been saying this for years. Everybody waits till it's too late. And the answer? We rise. We come together and we rise. People get up off their tail and we come together and we rise. But again, people want to be cowards out there and not meet up, not do nothing. We have no patriotic movements out there anywhere. And have been calling for it for months.
Yeah, none of you guys are gonna unite, man. All right, that shit's out the bag, man. All right. Okay, that shit is out the fucking bag, man. All right, there ain't no unity. There's no nothing, man. Y'all are divided by states. Y'all are divided by thoughts. Y'all are divided by beliefs. Y'all are divided by everything, man. All right, it's everybody for themselves, man, and that's how you Americans operate, man. This shit is just hilarious a lot of the time because, all right, we've been telling y'all for the longest time, and everything we've been telling you guys is happening right before your eyes. All right, everything we've been telling them happening right before your eyes. We told you there was gonna be a famine, and next thing you know, there's gonna be probably a plague or a pestilence going on, man. Okay, that's what I expect. A lot of these people, they're really showing the real finances of America. America's supposed to be this rich, prosperous country, man. All right. All right. Give me one sec. Let's grab another one. This is Joel chapter 1 and verse 16. It says, is not the meat cut off before our eyes? Yea, joy and gladness from the house of God, of our God. Verse 17, the seed is rotten under their clods. The gardeners are laid desolate. The barns are broken down, for the corn is withered. Okay? And that's, if you guys know, that's describing a farm. So once the farms go out, and we already know that, we've seen it, guys. We've seen it with the truckers and the farmers when they said, oh, we weren't going to do this and do that. We've seen the videos of the truckers coming out, too. The, what is it called? The trucker, or the farmers, Salakia, saying, oh, yeah, we've been making food. Salakia. We've been making food, but, you know, it hasn't been going on the trucks. Remember when they had that trucker strike and all that, man? Okay? So again, man, once those trucks stop, once those farmers stop, it's over with, man. Because there'll be no food coming in, and we've already seen it. People are gonna be like, oh well, what about the ships and the containers that take it out? Hey, man, those ships and containers gotta go on those trucks. Okay, those shipping containers literally fit on those trucks, and they deliver it to your grocery stores, your convenience stores, those warehouses. Okay, the trains. Okay, once all those things stop, man, the famine will be at an all-time high, man. It'll be a scarcity at that point. Okay, verse 18, it says, how do the beasts groan, and the herds of the cattle are perplexed, because they have no pasture. Yea, the flocks of sheep are desolate. Even the crops, the animals are going to die, because there will be nothing to feed them as well. Okay, it's either that or the farmers have to let them loose in the wild. Okay, which is usually what they do. All right, so if it's let loose in the wild, now you got to go hunt for them, right? Verse 19, it says, "O Lord, O Lord, to thee will I cry, for the fire have devoured the pastures of the wilderness, and the flame have burned down all the trees of the field." You already know Esau, he be setting up them forest fires, man. Everything's a chain reaction. Everything leads back to this goddamn devil, man. All right, we've been knew this, man, and we've been telling y'all, we've been calling it out, and we've been telling y'all, man. Verse 20, it says, the beasts of the field cry also unto thee, for the rivers of water are dried up. Okay, so it says not even the animals are going to be able to eat, man. The famine is even going to affect the animals. The animals aren't going to be able to eat. Okay, they're not going to be able to drink no water. All right, for the rivers of the water are dried up, and the fire have devoured the pastures of the wilderness. Okay, this is bad news, man. Because even the scriptures is telling us about this. All right. See, Ezekiel is the last one. We'll close out. Ezekiel chapter 5 and verse 16. It says, when shall I send upon them the evil arrows of famine, which shall be their destruction? Okay, if you can't eat, man, you can't do nothing. You ain't gonna have no energy. You can't sleep right. You can't think right. You drastically go weaker and weaker and weaker and weaker. Okay, when you don't eat, man, there's a whole plethora of problems that comes with that, and people get more aggressive, more agitated, and more desperate. Which shall be their destruction, and which I will send to destroy you, and I will increase the famine upon you, and will break your staff of bread. Your staff of bread is your food chain or your food supply chain, all right? Which is what the Lord's doing right now, all right? Verse 17, so I will send upon you famine, evil beasts, and shall berave thee. The pestilence of the blood shall pass through thee, and I will bring a sword upon thee. I, the Lord, have spoken it. There you go. Just like you said, the Lord has spoken it. The Lord has sent his men out to speak for him, and the Lord has said it in the scriptures. You can read it for yourself. Okay? So the arrows of famine have been hitting America, guys. And we're just showing you proof of the food banks, man. You've heard the man mention it, Dabu 7. Okay? Alright? So with that, man, we give all praise and glory to the Father and the Son, Yahawashi and Shai. I hope you guys are fighting the spirit, power, and worship the Shai. Till next time, I'll keep them safe. Shalom.